Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shema Shai Bashim Kahakwadash. Double honor to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone that do rule well, and peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim, pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking your lives and freedom to do so now more so than ever. May the calling of election be upon your house. It's your brother Tamai, coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. All praise to Yahweh Shema Shai Bashim Kahakwadash. So it's going to be a famine of the word. All right, you're not going to be able to have access to this word soon. All right, because we know he's been flagging channels. He's been giving strikes. He's been making it. You got to use certain. You got to use certain words to try to block the algorithm. And Esau, he'll take down your video, at a moment's notice. So you got to have backup channels and all this other shit. Nevertheless, real soon it's gonna be a wrap for the ministry on the internet. This is Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, that I will send a famine in the land. All right, a famine is a scarcity of bread, water. Okay, this is not a famine of bread, so it's not going to be a lack of bread, scarcity of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, and what is the main avenue in which this word is being presented to you? By way of the internet. It tells you about that in Psalms, the 19th chapter. Psalms chapter 19. And verse 1 says, the heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun. Right, so this internet, okay, this word goes up to the satellites up in the firmament in heaven. All right, and you can receive this word at any point in any time. Okay, that's why it says day unto day utters speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. You can watch these videos early in the morning, late at night. Okay, there's no time frame. And it also has subtitles. You can go and get it in whatever your language is. It says their line is going out throughout all the earth. Everybody has one of these devices, all right, these smartphones, to be able to access this word. Amos 8 and 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, and shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. That's right, because they're going to want the word. All right, because this word is going to be the stability of thy times. All right, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. The times that we're living in. All right, which are indeed evil times, indeed living in the last days, the destruction of Esau's society, right? Slovakia, second Ezra's. It says, second Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8. It says, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again. And the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters, right? Pretty much, this place is full of confusion. It's going to be nothing but destruction. And the animals are going to start taking part in the judgment. Different animals and beasts. You seen that in the movie You see that in the movie I Am Legend. 2 Ezra 5:3. In the land that thou seest now to have root, shalt thou see wasted suddenly. It's not gonna be like, busy traffic and productive streets and businesses and bustling cities and bustling movements. Everything is gonna be changed. So then the animals are also gonna come out of the wilderness. All right, whether it be bears, different mountain lions gonna come down. And we see that in the news, all right, talking about mountain lions coming around, bears coming around. Okay, wolves are going to be changing their places. All right. And, these different beasts and newly created beasts as well. New creatures and different. The Lord is really going to terrorize this place. It says, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters, right? These women, all right, raising up these wicked-ass children, all right, these wicked-ass women, all right, without a man, without order under Yahweh Shemashai, and they're just a bunch of demons, right? It says, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another, right? Okay, it's going to be, no man's going to have pity upon another. Here's the point. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into its secret chamber, right? That's the this word. Okay, this word is not going to be out there, and shall be sought of many. And they're going to be running to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Then shall unrighteousness and continency be multiplied upon earth. That's right. The Lord said He's going to make our tongue cleave to the roof of our mouth. Okay, pursuant to the book of I believe that's in the book of Ezekiel chapter 3. And yep. 26, it says, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. But when I speak with thee, I will open thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, he that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious house. So the Lord is going to make us to not even, reprove our people anymore. Not that He's going to take this spirit away from us, but ultimately we're going to have the spirit, Lord willing, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai. But we're not going to be out there teaching Jake and trying to reprove and be too busy trying to keep our own selves safe from the destruction that the Lord is bringing. All right. The scripture says that the prudent man shall keep silence in that day. Okay. This is Salakia. It should be in the book of Amos. Yep. This is Amos chapter 5 and verse 13. Therefore the prudent shall keep silence at that time, for it is an evil time. And who is the prudent? Okay, the men of the Lord. All right, the men of the Lord. And, you're not going to have access to this word, okay, ultimately. Because Esau is going to demonize his word, and a lot of our people, they're following the devil. And, they want to see this word gone as well, because they love their oppressor. They love being in so-called white man's world. All right, they love being proverbs and bywords, being black, Native American, so-called black, Native American, Indian, Mexicans, and Hispanics. Isaiah 29:20. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed. And you have a lot of those. The terrible one is Esau, and the scorner these people that try to scoff and scorn against his word, and they're all going to be consumed. And all that watch for iniquity are cut off, right? They just want to do wickedness. It said that make a man an offender for a word. That's us, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate. Yeah, so because we're bringing out this word, all right, they're trying to make us an offender, all right, by calling us anti-Semitic, using different type of, buzzwords to try to get us demonized so that they can ultimately come down upon the men of the Lord, all right, having a reason to try to persecute us. It says that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, right, the one that's correcting our people, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught, right? So this is the working of the devil, all right? This is the working of the devil. Ultimately, our people, they're not going to have access to this word, okay, because, when the Lord had his hand open unto them, they despised it, Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused. And the Lord is calling our people by way of the prophets, all right, out there preaching, all right. I have stretched out mine hand and no man regarded. And you could tell that, the men of the Lord more sober, and very serious about this business. You could tell that, the Spirit is really dealing with us out there on them streets, all right, and up here doing these videos. It's not like your plantation Christian church where shit is all sweet, We're telling you what's getting ready to take place in the earth, whether you hear, whether you forbear. But ye have said at naught all my counsel, with none of my reproof. I must say through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai, but what people, they reject it. They don't want that. They don't care about it. All right, they got demons on them, and they want to continue to live their American life. All right, thinking that this is the end all be all. They love America. They're good citizens. They got patriotism all in their blood. They want to be so patriotic here in America. It says, I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. For they shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Right? Then they're gonna seek the Lord. That's what we just went into. All right, but hey, the Lord is not gonna be found in them. That's why the scripture says, "Seek the Lord while he may be found," because there's gonna come a time when the Lord is not going to be found. Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord Yahweh Shemashai while he may be found. And you can find him right now by way of these words, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai. The prophets, all right, they're the, how can a man hear without a preacher? Okay, how can a man believe? Yep, Romans chapter 10 and verse 13. It says, for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. How then shall they call upon him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him in whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? You see? So you need the prophets, the preachers, all right, to be out there preaching the names Yahweh Shemashai, even though it's foolishness, but by the foolishness of preaching, to save them that believed. Okay. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 21. For after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching that saved them that believed. That's right, it's foolishness. The Lord could just, put it into your mind to understand and get this. But the Lord has us out there, preaching in a certain way. Isaiah 28 and 12. To whom ye said, this is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest, and this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear. It said, so they don't want to hear it. This is the refreshing, but they don't want to hear it. It says, but the word of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they might go and fall back and be broken, ensnared, and taken. And the way that we're bringing out the scriptures is very frustrating, because it's precept upon precept. It's not a chronological order. But this is the way that Yahweh Shemashai told us to bring out the word. Okay, it says, verse 11, for with the stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people. All right, so pretty much when you're stammering, you're pretty much all over the place. All right, it's a different tongue. And this is what the Lord, told us to give to our people, but what they reject it, ultimately. And real soon, we won't be doing these lessons. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemashai. Shalom.